Well, we have another episode of Doing Business with a Servant's Heart, and I am really excited to have this next guest. We met a number of times this year while we were networking. I had a great one-on-one call, and I want you to learn all about Darrin Wong. Darrin, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Steve. I'm really excited to be here, and hopefully I can pass on some information that will help everybody.
Oh, absolutely, you will, because I know you helped me out. And that's why I wanted you to have on the show, because you're so educational and you give it away freely. Let's talk about your background in marketing, because that's what you do. Where'd that all start for you?
That actually started quite a while ago, but I didn't really get into the whole full-on marketing SEO stuff until about maybe 6 months ago. Because I made a pivot from advertising, programmatic advertising, into the local SEO stuff, and it was because the local SEO stuff had a very big impact on the accidental client that I had, and that impact was so profound. I thought, hang on a second, if I'm able to do that for this client who was actually in a real slump, she had to lay off all of her staff, really, because it happened during COVID. And I was able to get her up to 3 times what she was getting previously, so she could rehire the people that she let go of and then hire more on. Then could I transfer that same kind of impact to other businesses? Let's find out if we could do that. So obviously I said, very confident in what I can do. Let me offer you a free trial, because if I do a free trial, then hey, I'm kind of testing it out myself. It worked. I was able to affect the other businesses that I did a free trial on. They saw a big uptick in, her bookings for travel agent. One of the attorneys I was working with got to the top of the list. And I thought, hey, you know what? This is a real business model for me. I'm helping people. And then I came into my vision, and my vision was, if I could do this at scale, then by helping the community and getting those businesses to flourish, that I can kind of help the economy as well, which would help a lot of the restaurants that I, can't go to anymore, because some of them have closed down now, and they were my favorite restaurants and I really liked them. But I thought, if I could have been there sooner and done that, I could have helped them.
Yeah, I love that. You said 2 powerful words, helping and free. That's the serving definition. So I appreciate you doing that. You came from a job, an 8 to 5, 9 to 4, whatever hours you worked, to start your own business. 2 questions. How did you do it, and why did you do it?
The reason I did it was because I saw something in the industry that I never thought I would see. I probably shouldn't talk too much about that, because it's not something that should be widely known, kind of thing. But I just didn't see a lot of value being passed through that industry. And I thought I was adding value. I thought, well, hey, advertising is a great platform by which people can gain value from the advertisements that are going on these websites. People watching them and saying, hey, I'd like to buy this product or whatever. And then, of course, the advertisers that were putting budget towards these ads could benefit from the customers buying their product. But I didn't see the value happening the way I thought it should be happening. So I wasn't as passionate about that industry as I should be. So I made my own platform, and I made my own platform to help all of the ecosystem, to help the advertisers, to help the publishers, and to help the consumers who were consuming the product that the advertisers were trying to sell. I thought, hey, this is great. So I built this amazing platform where people watching videos, the commercials, could be remunerated from the advertising budget, and then everybody's happy. If they're getting money for what they're watching, the advertisers are happy because human people are watching their videos, and everybody's getting value. So I made my pivot there, and then that's when I kind of stumbled upon the SEO, local SEO impact, and I thought, well, I can make a real impact very quickly in this realm. So I went to this space, and I started doing that, and now I'm kind of stuck in it. I got a lot of clients that I'm helping, And in the background, I'm still working on that platform and getting ready to launch it, but kind of doing two at the same time. But this one right now, where I'm adding more value, the local SEO stuff. And that's how I did it. I decided to step out of my job because I knew that I could make an impact. I saw an opportunity and I took it. And it was scary. Don't get me wrong. It's very scary to jump out of your job and to go into something new, especially if you don't know. There's no guarantee, right? There's still no guarantee that I'm going to do well. I mean, I can see it happening, but I mean, tomorrow Google could just shut everything off and say, you're not going to use this tool anymore. No more Google Business Panel. And if they do that, then I can't help anybody anymore.
Well, and I appreciate your honesty and transparency about being scary, because I want the audience to hear that. This is not like I'm leaving my job as a bookkeeper for a big company. I'm going to start my own bookkeeping company and whoop-de-doo, and this is great and easy. It's not. So I really appreciate that, because it is scary. So where we're at today with what you're doing with Hyprr.ca is the local SEO. And we talked about this before. I want you to delve into what that means for the audience.
So I don't think a lot of people understand the power of local SEO because they hear the word SEO kind of concatenated to the end of the sentence, and they think it's SEO. SEO is very powerful. It's extremely powerful, and I think it's underrated. If SEO is done correctly, it can go far beyond any kind of advertising budget you decide to put towards something. Even if it's $1 million, even if you're spending $100,000 a month on ads, you still wouldn't be able to compare to the power of true SEO. Local SEO, however, is kind of a very short impact kind of thing where you can see results probably within a month if you do it correctly. So it's made for small local businesses to be able to appear on a list of searches. And if they appear on above the fold list, then anybody searching for a particular service, say a dentist, for example, if you type in the word dentist, you're going to find all of the dentists that are located in your area, because that's just kind of the way it works. And local SEO is immediate, and the organic results come to you from the area quite quickly. So compared to long haul SEO, which takes a longer time, 3 months to 6 months, I think it's something that people don't focus enough on, and I really think they should. So as a business, if you have a local business and all of your customers are in the area and they're looking for a service that you happen to provide, please go into your Google Business Panel and make sure that you're updating it twice a week. And when you do that, you will begin to see a momentum of traffic going towards your business, and you'll be pretty darn surprised at what you can achieve by going in there and actually putting some activity in there.
Yeah, it sounds somewhat simple, but if somebody doesn't want to take the time to do it, you got to reach out to Darrin and hire him. And the reason I'm going to say that is because you offer something very unique, Darrin. When I first met you, let's talk about that offer you do. If I came aboard and want to become a client, what do you do for me?
Sure, absolutely. If you are a business that I believe that I can help, because there are some businesses that I actually can't help, but if you're a business that I can help, I offer a free 1-month trial so that you can see my work and so that you can see that your Google Business Panel can affect your business. And everything that I do to optimize that business panel, you'll see the results. If you don't see the results, it's fine. We can just kind of part ways amicably, and then no harm done. There's no risk to you. You didn't spend anything. But if you do see an uptick in traffic and then you start getting calls, then you can pay a small minimum monthly fee.
See, I love that. You said the word free again. You're talking my language. And I love the free is not free to connive somebody. It's let's see if it works. And you said earlier, if I can't work with you, I won't work with you. I'll help you I'll get you a resource. That's serving again. That is taking care of your prospect, because people are taking money. I'm being open in the air right now. There's some people that take money and know it may not work, but just taking people's money. You're not doing that. You're definitely a servant's heart. I so appreciate you saying that. With what you do, what do you think? Tell me a story, a good story, so the audience can hear who you helped and how it was simple. I mean, I say simple, but it's not simple. You know what I mean?
How simple it was to help the
Well,
interior decorator, you mean?
yeah, but it's simple for you, but it's not simple for the client that you're working with. But let's talk about a story that was impactful for a company that you work with.
There was an interior decorator that came to us and needed help. It was during the pandemic, and she had just laid off her staff, and she came to us and she said, "Is there anything that you can do?" I guess she was kind of resigned to the fact that the business wasn't going to do well, and that she probably was thinking, should I just kind of close the doors and that's it, or can somebody help us? We took it on and we said, sure, why not? Actually, so I'm part of a development team where we do websites and what have you. And this is where we made the pivot. We decided, no, we're going to do local SEO. We gave her a hand. And as we started to dig inside the tool, we realized there were a lot of resources that were actually part of the tool. So we went in and did what we were supposed to do. There's a whole, I guess it's a manual that Google puts out and says, kind of follow these instructions. It's a lot to read though. Mm-hmm. And we did that. But at the same time, we updated her Facebook and updated her Instagram and made sure that everything was connected back to her website. And as we did this, we started to see a very big uptick in traffic. Well, wouldn't you know it, she went from 41,000 a year to 216,000 in 10 months. And that's when we knew that we really had gold on our hands, because I never really saw any kind of advertisement or people kind of touting the power of this tool and how we could help businesses using this tool. So I thought to myself, this is something that we should really focus on. And that was the story. That was the pinnacle of what we did. And as I told you before, could we repeat that? Is it possible to actually repeat the same success?
Yeah.
And yes, it was, definitely was.
So you're telling me what I just heard, you almost 5 times her money in a year.
Three
times. I can't count. I want to make you look better, but even 3 times, Darrin. And I'm going to say this, and it's probably right. She didn't go out of business.
No, she didn't go out of business. She rehired the staff that she let go, and she hired more. Yeah, absolutely.
See, you know what I love about that? And as Darrin, is what I love about what Darrin did. The indirect effect is those people lost their job. Darrin brought, again, your company, what you did brought these people jobs back. Not only did you save a company, but you saved people's income lives, in a sense, who probably were going to go broke or struggle because they didn't have a job because COVID hit, and it really wasn't anybody's fault. Just there wasn't people there, and you brought people back to her company.
Absolutely. And she's still with us. She's still with us.
That's what Darrin does, audience. I mean, that's a mic drop. That's pretty powerful right there. You love to study. We talked about that earlier. What's 1 or 2 of your favorite books that you've read that's made an impact on you?
One that's really made an impact on me is a book by Daniel Pink. It's called A Whole New Mind. And it was kind of a profound book for me because it showed that there was a lot of intellectual, I guess, intelligence here located in North America, where it's something that we can hang on to that will never kind of leave North America, which is the ability to think outside the box and to be creative. And it's that creativity that kind of allows everybody to be very special if they have the imagination to be creative. That can't be outsourced. As a matter of fact, a lot of the countries where outsourcing takes place has a very hard time being as creative as I believe that we've been kind of trained to be.
Yeah.
So that book it's phenomenal, by Daniel Pink.
Well, anything with mindset that's creative and mindset, those two words, it's powerful, because that's all we're doing in business is dealing with mindset. I mean, you're dealing with mindset as well with local SEO. You've got a person that they're not sure if you could do what you do. You offer that free month, you prove yourself or you don't prove yourself, and it's super cookie cutter. There's no gimmicks. There's no 10-page contracts, 100-page contracts. It's here's what we do. Why do you do that?
Why do I do that? I think it's because helping people is part of my persona. I found throughout life that helping people is just something that comes really natural to me. It doesn't cost anything, and I feel good about it. So helping people is why I do it, probably.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
great start.
Yeah, I mean, it makes an impact. It makes an
Yeah.
impact. But I do feel good about helping people, for sure.
Well, and he said two words there, audience, that are really powerful. It's free. Doesn't cost you to help anybody. What was the second thing you said? Oh, I forgot.
Helping people.
Yeah, helping people, and you're helping people. Yeah. Hello. I'm the serving guy. But I mean, time. People will tell you time, right, Darrin? But to me, there's none money coming out of your pocket. You can go help serve, whatever words you want to use. And if it doesn't cost you anything, but it changes your universe, like you're changing people's businesses, it's a game changer.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you think that you might be hesitant to try something like this because it's time based, if you don't do it, the time is still going to pass. You're not spending anything. There's no risk. But if you're just going to sit there and actually not do anything to kind of help your own business, then why not take the opportunity to do something different, even though it's not going to cost you anything?
Let me ask you, I'm a startup. How important is local SEO? Let's say I'm starting a plumbing company. Do I need local SEO when I start out, or should I wait?
No, you should probably definitely put local SEO on your list of things to do. You want your business to show up on that list, and any way you can get up there, you should do it. It's all about activity. It's all about how much you tend to your panel that will get you up there, and you'll be pushing other people down.
Is this something that people have to do long term, or how do you work that? Let's say I work with you for 6 months and I've got leads coming in, my business is flourishing. How do you handle that situation?
So if a business has a lot of leads and they have a lot of customers and they're kind of inundated with the customers, then they should probably just kind of pause and not, put any effort into the panel, so that the leads just kind of wane, right, and fall off. And that's fine, because a lot of businesses want to be able to tend to their customers and not have any more come through the door. But then after time, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months, your customer base will wane, and then you'll want more customers, and then you just rinse and repeat and do the same thing. You start tending to that panel and push yourself back up there again.
So this could be, in and out. You're slow, come to you for 3 or 4 months, come out, come back to you, and start working. And that's kind of, well, it's not kind of, it's really comfortable is the word I cover. It's really relieving to know that I've got Darrin sitting in my back pocket. Business is good. I'm doing well. It starts slowing down. I call Darrin up, Hyprr.ca, Hyprr.ca, just so you guys can reach out to him. It'll be in the show notes as well, so don't worry about if you didn't get that. So I can reach out to you. I've got it, it's November of 2023. It's slow. I want to finish my year strong. I come to Darrin and I start rocking this thing again, right?
Absolutely. That's right. You can do that. You can come back to me. Sometimes traction might take a little longer than a month or two, but because it kind of depends on how you wane off and how you get back into it. But yes, you can do that.
And that's such a great tool for a business. I own a business, you own a business. We always get these things. Hey, sign a 2-year contract and you need to stay with us for 2 years, 3 years, a year, or, it's not going to work. But to know we can go in and out as our business changes, people, that's powerful. That is something you need to hear that again, because to me, that's what's going to grow your business, but not siphon your bank account.
I agree. And that's
Yeah.
why we make it cost effective, because we don't want to siphon anybody's bank account. We want to make it reasonable for them to have that service. There's one thing I think that a lot of people don't understand is that long haul SEO, the traditional SEO, it does cost more, but there's more time involved, there's more resources involved, and it does take a longer time to gain traction. So these two things are actually very separate animals.
And they're worked differently, and they're, like you said, their prices are different. So that's a great comment. So let me ask you, I've got my plumbing company. How I decide local SEO or long-term SEO? Do I switch from local SEO to long-term, or how would I make that decision, or how would you help me make that decision?
I think when people go to the stock market, maybe a financial advisor will tell you should kind of diversify your portfolio, because by doing that, you'll have a very healthy portfolio. Yeah. If you focus on one that happens to do well, maybe Bitcoin or something like that, there is a chance that the cryptocurrency market falls through, just like Google might shut something off. If they do that, you don't have the other end covered. So you kind of want to have traditional SEO covered as well. You don't have to put tons and tons of money into it, but if you are covered there, if your local SEO just happens to fall by the wayside, at least you still have the ranking in your website on traditional SEO. So I kind of would have advised both, but it depends on the business.
And I would assume that you have resources that if you said, hey, I think it's time for some long-term SEO, you have some resources you can share with people.
Yes, absolutely. Because there are a lot of customers that we retain for quite a while. Then, of course, we give them long haul SEO.
Fantastic. That's a fantastic business model. Anytime you hear a business like Darrin just said can give you a resource, because remember, Darrin's taking money out of his pocket, which he's not upset about, but he's willing to help you without any financial gain with that. And that is the way we serve in business. Darrin, this is your first podcast. I'm going to put it out there. You were fantastic. I thank you so much for being on. I've learned some new things. I love your humbleness. You're willing to help people. Reach out to Darrin. His contact info is going to be in the chat. If you or somebody of local SEO, a trade, a restaurant, anybody that's looking to grow their business now that COVID's kind of on the other way out, this is the time to reach out to him. Mention Steve Ramona. He might give you a free cookie. I don't know, but reach out to Darrin. He'll definitely help you out, because I know I'm going to reach out and send him some people as well. With that being said, thanking you. What is one tip you want to leave the audience that's helped you get to where you are? It'll help you in the future.
One tip I leave with the audience for sure is to make sure that when you go into your business panel, you add an image and you put some kind of description, maybe a sentence or two along with the image. Maybe it'll have a keyword in there that kind of matches your website, and then post it to your GMB. Do it twice a week, and you'll see some good traction. And I do want to say, Steve, that one of the reasons why I came on the show is because you have this very authentic way about you, and your show. I just know that your show has the same quality as you do. So it was very important for me to get on the show.